What do you do for a halo car if you're a company that makes nothing but halo cars? If you're Aston Martin, you make this, the Vanquish. True, styling could be called derivative, but look at that from which it derives. DBS, DB9, DB007. One thing everybody loves about Aston Martin is the shape. It's beautiful.
Ian Callum, Henrik Fisker, Marek Reichman, those guys did a superb job, especially on this car, even in this outrageous traffic cone orange paint.
If there's one thing I would complain about, it's this thing here. Looks a little too much like an Eagle Talon TSI from 1991 or a Chevy Monza from 1977, but that's just me. Everything you see is either aluminum or carbon fiber. Unless you're looking on the inside, in which case it's leather. Under that is an aluminum alloy structure, which is lighter than its predecessor and 25% more rigid than that of the DBS. Under the hood, underneath this incredibly strong strut tower brace, is a 6.0-liter V12. If you really want to be a stickler, it's 5,935 cc's. It makes a remarkable 565 horsepower. How in the world did those poor people with DBSs get by with only 510? I don't know. Transmission is out-backed, a 6-speed automatic transaxle with paddle shifter, Touchtronic 2, and launch control. There's a rear-mounted transaxle connected to the engine via a carbon fiber prop shaft spinning inside an aluminum torque tube. It blips the throttle on downshifts. The brakes are carbon ceramic, 15.7 inches front, 14.2 in rear. The 20-inch wheels are wrapped in Pirelli P0s, 255 ZR20 in the front and 305/30 ZR20 in the rear. Weight distribution is 50-50. Aston Martin's really proud of the new interior on this. If you look, the Vanquish has over 1 million stitches on the leather. We didn't count, we'll take their word for it. The dash, the center stack here, you've got the same push-button transmission as on the DB9 and others. I really don't like it. You have to push and you have to wait, and if you don't have your foot exactly on the brake when you push, it's just a pain. The interesting thing is that now they have these buttons here with haptic feedback. That means you push on them, they push on you. It's a symbiotic relationship. Inside is a 1,000-watt Bang & Olufsen 13-speaker audio system. As they say in Gaydon, England, "Ai Chihuahua." Suspension is double wishbone at all 4 corners, which is a great place to start. And then Aston Martin adds adjustable dampers, which you can adjust by pushing a button on the steering wheel. A separate sport button allows you to adjust both the transmission shift points and the growl from the exhaust. The Vanquish really is fun to drive, but more in an elegant way. It's not really a light, nimble, tossable sports car. It's a grand tourer. That's not a bad thing. The world needs some grand tourers. Steering is hydraulic assist. A round steering wheel is standard, but on our car, we got the steering wheel from the 177. Aston Martin says to expect 0 to 60 in 4 seconds or less. If you had to consider competitors for this, which you really probably wouldn't in the real world, if you were looking at a GT, you'd say maybe the SLS, Bentley Continental, maybe the Ferrari FF. Sports and sporty cars would be the Viper, Aventador, the F12, take your pick. People who buy these things don't really cross-shop. They buy what they like, and a lot of them will like this. So it's everything you expect in an Aston Martin. It's sensuous, it's smooth, it's svelte, and it's almost $300,000, which puts it out of my league. But we can dream, can't we? For Autoweek, I'm Mark Vaughn.
Catch all the latest auto enthusiast news at Autoweek.com, in Autoweek Magazine and iPad Edition. Talk with us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Autoweek USA.